I believe that my short film follows the simple conventions of a real short film. This includes a simple storyline that's easy to follow with a twist at the end. Three girls have the freedom to dance, and then we find out they're all trapped in their own individual way. Short films have minimal characters. My short film has 3: Vanessa, Megan, and Bryony. Having minimal characters allows the audience to create a bond with them for the short amount of time they have on screen. Each of my characters have a different yet similar storyline in which most audience members would be able to relate to, and so can create a bond with them. I've also followed the rule of it being rather short, in which mine is 6 minutes long. I've also followed the satellites and kernels theory, in which my footage of the light board, cloud montage, light switch, water running, dirty bunker floor, and water trickling are all satellites because if they were taken out, we would still be able to understand the film. The kernels, on the other hand, include the dance sequence, blood drips, slow motion blood, the clocks, traffic and broken heart in the window of Megan's scene, because they let the audience know that she is late, which is the main aspect of that particular scene. The shot in which we see Vanessa is in handcuffs is also a kernel, as it lets us know that she is imprisoned. To get an idea of the stereotypical conventions within psychological fantasy films, I took it upon myself to watch similar films and analyse common elements within Inception, Sucker Punch, and Black Swan. Within the storyline of each film, there are numerous hints of mind tricks within the psychological point of view, twisting the main character into insanity and wanting to break out of their dream worlds. This is shown within Inception as the streets and roads are distorted and twisted, changing reality. Black Swan shows the main character slip into insanity and turns against herself, resulting in self-destruction. I took these ideas from professional films and applied them to my own work. With Vanessa's scene, I used low-key lighting to plant the idea of a dark horror film and had Vanessa cowering in the corner of a filthy bunker. This was to show the terror within Vanessa's life, and the mess in the bunker was a metaphor for the state of her own mind. Bryony's character follows the conventions of a psychological fantasy film, as with Black Swan, we are shown the self-destruction with the main character stabbing herself repeatedly in the stomach. The blood within the bath in my film lets the audience subtly know that self-harm was involved, a form of self-destruction. Within the actual film of Sucker Punch, music is used to differentiate between real life and the dream worlds they enter. I used this within my own film, for I used music within the first half of my movie and did not use it again after that, so that the audience could easily tell the difference between their dream and reality. Music is played in Sucker Punch when the girls enter their battle sequence, and so music is used in mine to show they enter into their own worlds. I didn't want to use the music within the second half of my film because I didn't want there to be any distractions to take away the attention from the main message of the film. I used a few high-angle shots within my film in sections such as looking down on Vanessa and looking down on Bryony to show that they feel belittled within their situation. I did not use a high-angle shot with Megan, but instead used a low-angle shot and had her walk over the camera. This was to build up tension with the fact that the audience was unable to see her face until later on in her scene. I got this idea from the film Inception, as it takes a while within the first scene for us to see the main character's face, building up suspense and teasing the audience. The high-angle shot is used in Black Swan, when the main character also cowers away from her other self, having the other self look down upon her to belittle her.